Hello there, my Time Lords, companions, aliens, and masters, and TARDISes, if that's what you want to be. The Nerd Vault here with another video today, and it's been a very long time, so I do apologise for that. There's just been not really a lot to review, if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah, I thought I'd sort of come in and do this for you now. So yeah, what we will be reviewing today is this, of course, which is the Rubbertoe Replicas Sonic pen, which did arrive last year, about maybe a week or two before Christmas. I've just not got round to actually reviewing it yet, but I thought I would do the review now. So starting off at the top here, you can see we have the emitter section slash top of the pen, which is pretty awesome. If it'll focus there, you can see the light bulb there. And then, of course, you can see we have the pin, the pen pin. Can't clip this to anything, though, because of the button there being there. But, yeah, it's still cool that they've replicated that there. Then we've got the two lines here, followed by a line there, kind of reminiscent of a classic era. Always three, isn't there? Always three there are. No more, no less. Just a little Star Wars joke and a rubbish Yoda accent there for you. But yeah, we've got a grub screw there as well, and a grub screw just there. My eyesight is well, a lot worse than it used to be, let's put it that way. And then we've got the pen nib at the bottom there, and there is actually a pen in there, and it does write, but because this is a replica, I would never actually write with it. But yeah, there we are. And of course it does slide up as well to reveal the extended mode, which to me, this here looks a lot like a TARDIS light, you know, at the top of the TARDIS lamp. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And there are again with the three lines. They seem to love their three lines, don't they? And you can see the LED is literally just there inside. There. And then pressing the button, of course, lights it up a very, very bright blue. And of course, extended. Well, it's so bright you can't even see the LED. Off camera, you can if you look at it in the right place, but on the camera, it just picks up the light. But I don't know if you've noticed, the special thing about this is actually that it makes sound as well. So it makes that nice sonic sound. And the speakers are just there. You can see that, those little holes there, that's the speakers. So yeah, there we go. And it's also the accurate sort of gloss version of it as well. So yeah, all in all, pretty decent replica. We'll just pop that down there for a second while we take a look at what else it has, even though these stuff here have been very put there, and now I'm going to have to sort it all out again, but it's all good. We've got the pill, the Adipose pill here as well, Pendant. So as you can see there, it says Adipose Industries. It's actually embossed into it, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. Followed by a chain that could do with being a little bit stronger, but it is what it is. I ain't going to be wearing it, so That's it, and if you look closely at it, if we look hard enough, it's actually going to open. And there we go. Wow, would you look at that? That was ridiculously hard to open up, to be fair. But as you can see, you've got the insides that was inside the pill pendant thing. So yeah, there you go. It's nice to know, to be fair, that Nick had stuff like that. That detail, because he could have just done a pendant and left it at that, but he decided, nope, I'm going to stick something in there, the accurate stuff in there. But yeah, let me just put this back on, and I'll be right back with you. And we're back there now. It's back together there, as you can see. Bloody hard to put on, I will tell you that. Hard to take off, hard to bloody put back on. But yeah, it's great anyway. It's like a little slice from the episode that's not something Sonic, so, you know, it's pretty cool. And I've always wanted those in the collection. So yeah. I was going to buy them when he was doing it, just these on their own, but then I noticed that Nick's Sonic pen was going to have sound, so I bought the whole bundle in the end, and it turns out that he was actually stopping doing these on their own anyway. So I'm kind of glad, if it'll focus. There we go. I'm kind of glad I did get that, to be fair, in the end. But yeah, so there we are, guys. The Sonic pen in all its entirety is there, which is awesome. And now we'll sort of compare the two, because obviously, as you know, I've got the LSP version as well. So yep, here's the LSP version here. Without breaking it, like I always seem to do. But yeah. See there? The major sort of differences is realistically is that the LSP one is a matte sort of black colour, whereas the Rubbertoe one is gloss, which I do believe is slightly more accurate, I believe. Also, this Rubbertoe one is quite heavier, due to probably the speaker and sound chip that's in there. Whereas this one, of course, is very light. The domes there as well are slightly different. The LSP one on the right and the Rubbertoe on the left. If you see, the LSP one is more sort of semicircle domed, whereas the Rubbertoe one, which I prefer, to be honest, is more like a sort of bubble. It's like a little bubble, so it tapers in to be a bit more pronounced, rather than the whole semicircle sort of thing. And also, I don't know why, if this is just a thing on my LSP, but actually the metal bit there, it closes a bit more flush, whereas here you can sort of see the cage section slightly raised. I have tried to press it down, but it doesn't go down anymore, so yeah, so that's that. That's really the only differences. I would say maybe the emitter section here, the TARDIS lamp bit is clear on the LSP one, so you can see the LED there, whereas the Rubbertoe one is frosted, which I kind of prefer again. I'm kind of my video is kind of basing towards this one, isn't it, really? I mean, this is what the video is about, but I just want to make it known that I'm definitely not at all saying that Nick's one is much better. What I'm saying is that we're all entitled to personal preference, and I think my personal preference is Nick's because of the weight, because of the glossiness, because of the pendant, but most importantly, to me anyway, because of the sound. I don't mind my replicas without sound, because, well, I've lived with the 13th Sonic without sound. But, you know, if I always had to choose, it would be with sound. So when I was told that this, for whatever reason, this LSP one wasn't going to have sound, it was like, oh, okay, I mean, at least I still get to have the replica, and at least it still lights up. But obviously a part of me was always thinking, oh, shit, it has no sound, you know? But that's not to say at all, absolutely, that this is a crap replica. Couldn't talk then. Because it's absolutely not. It is a stunning piece, and anybody that has it in their collection will be happy to. I, of course, will be parting ways with this one very soon, because I don't need two of them. And obviously I'm keeping Nick's due to those reasons I stated earlier. However, you know, that's not to say that I haven't enjoyed this. I've loved it. It's been one of my favourite replicas of the RTD era. I can't talk today. And I love all my other LSP stuff that I have as well. So I'm not by any means really telling you not to get this one and get Nick's. It's really down to personal preference, whether you prefer Nick's to LSPs, whether you prefer LSPs to Nick's, whether you hate the pen and you're not getting it at all. It's up to you. But I would say go for whichever one you can. Currently, LSP aren't making these. Nick is the one to go to at the moment. But if you find one of these on eBay, or someone selling it to you for cheaper than Nick's one, don't think, actually I'm going to go for Nick's because it's Nick. You know, still get it because it is beautiful. The only issue I would say, two issues for me personally, is of course the no sound. Not a major issue, but obviously to some people they only want sound and that's it. The other issue to me, I would say, is the stand, which I will get for you now. It's all the way over here. The stand, which obviously is massive. I wouldn't say it's the worst stand I've ever owned for a replica, because it isn't. I like how it's the TARDIS floor. I think that's cool. It's basically like all the other ones that for the sonic screwdrivers. So in that respect, it matches if you get all of them. You know, like the wides, the greys, the creams, the Series 4, you know, whichever ones they make, it'll fit. To me, it's just a tiny bit too big for, you know, for the pen. Which one's that one? Oh, can't see from a distance. It's just a little bit big, you know, in my opinion. Whereas, obviously, Nick's stand is very sleek. Sleek stand for a sleek sonic device. But yeah, that's just my opinion anyway. Apart from those really small, minute issues, which wouldn't affect me buying it personally. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I just want it to be known that LSP's work is beautiful. It's not shit. It's not inferior in any way. It's just came down to the one I've decided to part ways with. due to things it just didn't have, basically, that the other one does have. That's really all it's down to. But yeah, the major difference is no sound. LSP's matte instead of glossy. The domes are different. It's more rounded. And that's it. I'm going to try and fix the batteries because I've got some batteries, and then I'll get back to you and you can see it in action. So I'll be back in a tick. Okay, and I'm back, and I put some batteries in, so yeah. So there you go. As you can see, a very, very bright blue, just like it was when I reviewed it, but also like that one. If I can, I'll try, but again, it's very hard, sort of one-handed to do this, but if I can, I will. There you go. Boom. I'm a master. So there you go. That is basically it, guys. The Rubbertoe Sonic pen with a little bit of LSP thrown in there. I do believe LSP actually helped Nick with the pen, so technically the Sonic pen, I suppose, is a bit of a Nick's one as well. But yeah, so there you go. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. But yeah, so that's it for the video, guys, basically. I'm glad I managed to find batteries for them in the end, anyway. But yeah, please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done already. That really helps. And again, I do apologise for not doing a video lately, and for not posting. But I hope you sort of enjoyed the video, and the next one will most likely be the Rubbertoe 14th, and then probably after that Rivers, and then maybe a few LSP bits and bobs, we'll see. But if anybody wants me to re-review things, or review any of the Star Wars products that I've posted on Instagram, or dive into the classic era a bit more, just let me know, and we will do. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay sleek, and remember, keep sonicking.